The affordable luxury SUV with 7 seats and now comes with all-wheel drive and some extra specification too. Did the Tiggo 8 Pro Max need all of this after a recent facelift? Watch this video to the end to find out. Hi, welcome to Car Fanatic with Mr. V8. Please subscribe. Another addition to the ever-growing Chery range, the 2024 Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max 390T Executive AWD. Even in its base form, the Tiggo 8 Pro is as flagship as it gets for a 7-seater SUV. A few variants and iterations have popped up since the vehicle's inception in South Africa. Now we have an all-wheel drive variant. Enjoy your first class. Now an all-wheel drive is this variant's slogan here. It aims to deliver buckets of sophistication, but with added driving dynamics. In general though, from the driving experience to luxury materials, the Tiggo 8 Pro screams class ever so subtly. Some specification additions have been made to the AWD variant. We've tested the 2WD version of the Tiggo 8 Pro, but does the AWD warrant the price increase? We'll investigate and make some comparisons to the 2WD model along the way. Styling is much the same when looking at the 2WD and AWD model side by side, with an AWD badge denoting the difference between the versions. Despite that, the AWD variant arrived subsequent to the facelift the range received. The styling cues are still pretty to look at. The use of the diamond shape in the 3D hexagonal grille, LED head and taillights complete with lighting sequences and giant imposing stance are still notable styling cues. Amusingly and coincidentally, we received the same burgundy paintwork as the 2WD variant we received some time back. Ride height and ground clearance remain the same here, at 203 mm, along with the machine 19-inch alloy wheels. The styling here suits the AWD motif more, but some styling additions to differentiate the AWD and 2WD models would be welcome. Space and interior. Much remains the same with the AWD variant's interior compared to the facelift 2WD. There are minute differences, such as the omission of the logo on the infotainment system and the addition of a driver monitor sensor on the steering wheel cowl. You're almost playing a game of spot the difference. Is it luxurious still? Yes. The sumptuous leather with quilted and flowing stitching graces the cabin and all 7 seats. The mixture of tan seating, oxblood red door cards, and have a nice touch to the cabin. Space still remains the same in vast amounts as the 2WD variant. The 7-seat arrangement isn't compromised with the AWD system. A grand total of 1,930 liters of boot space is available if you fold down both the second and third row seats. The fit and feel are still great here. When it comes to comfort and convenience, looking at comfort and convenience, it's largely the same affair with the AWD variant with some notable additions. The redesigned suspension keeps the same refined comfort levels and NVH as the 2WD variant. Interestingly, a fragrance system with 3 different scents to choose from makes its way into the climate control system. This complements the PM 2.5 cabin air filter. The sound system gets an upgrade, too, in the form of a Sony 10 speaker system with a power amplifier. This newer system has added punch, but the audio gain could be slightly more sensitive. The new speaker system also complements the multicolor ambient lighting system with a light dance function. The climate control arrangement remains with the same touch panel, but could still use a change in favor of haptic feedback or physical buttons. More translation and localization are needed for the vehicle's interfaces, as some terminology used can be confusing to understand. Despite those, the Tiggo 8 Pro Max with AWD is still a pleasant place to be in. Performance-wise, the real meat and potatoes of the AWD variant is in its performance. The same 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol is in use here, churning out 187 kilowatts and 390 Newton-meters of torque, and this is paired to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. There isn't a power bump here, but the power on hand is more than adequate in AWD fashion despite the 103 kilograms curb weight increase. The AWD system aids in solving one thing this rider experienced with the 2WD variant. The 2WD variant had a propensity to light up the front tires once the turbo comes into song. This could also be partly due to throttle mapping, but with the AWD variant, the power delivery is much more tame. The AWD system in this vehicle is front-wheel biased, and additional driving modes have been added to utilize the system effectively. The transmission could do with adjustments to its mapping to be on the sharper end, particularly upon more gingerly acceleration. Suspension-wise, tuning has been performed to accommodate the AWD system, but some more adjustments could be used to tighten the handling further and give more agility. For the average commute and gravel road trek, it performs fine. When we look at the fuel economy for the Tiggo 8 Pro Max, the claimed fuel consumption is rated at 8.7 liters to a 100 kilometers. We hovered around the 8.5 liters to a 100 kilometers mark, which was not too shabby. Safety-wise, you'll find the following standard safety equipment in the AWD variant: ABS, EBD, ESP, tire pressure monitoring, TPMS, 10 airbags, dual front side curtain, second row seat bolster, driver knee, far side, speed limit reminder, front and rear park distance control, PDC, around view monitoring, HD camera, AVM, adaptive cruise control, ACC, forward collision warning, FCW, automatic emergency braking, blind spot detection, rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, traffic congestion assist, driving view recorder, and the following new features: intelligent evasion system, lane departure prevention, emergency lane keeping, driver monitoring system also new. The new driver monitoring system is interesting but can be quite sensitive, with plenty of audible and visual warnings for driver distraction even when the driver is focused on the road. Traffic sign recognition is a mixed bag with recognizing speed limit signs. The active driver assistance systems need the sensitivity to be dialed back. Nonetheless, there is a comprehensive safety feature set in this vehicle. Price-wise, the Tiggo 8 Pro Max AWD purchase price comes with a 7-year/90,000 km service plan, 5-year per 150,000 kilometers warranty, 10-year/1 million kilometers engine warranty, and 5-year/unlimited km roadside assistance. Model prices including VAT: the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro 1.6TGDI 390T Executive start at our $609,900. The second trim, which is the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max 2.0TGDI 390T Executive, starts at our $669,900. And the top of the range, the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max 2.0TGDI 390T Executive AWD starts at our $731,900. The competitors of the 2024 Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max are the Buick B40, the Haval H6, the Citroën C5 Aircross, and the Mitsubishi Outlander. Our final verdict: the Tiggo 8 Pro Max benefits from the addition of all-wheel drive and some extra specification to the already comprehensive feature set. The Tiggo 8 Pro as a whole is getting there, but needs a few more tweaks to make it perfect. The sensitive active safety systems can be a bit irksome, but some further tuning of the drivetrain and suspension can give a more dynamic drive, and small styling cues to differentiate between the variants would be welcome. Nonetheless, the AWD variant remains a comprehensive package and further shows off what Chery's interpretation of luxury motoring can be.